Hello, I'm Sonali Pawar. In this lecture, we are going to see how to print the different pattern. To print the different pattern, we are using the nested for loops, and here I have written so many patterns, but we will write the code to print the first pattern, and with the help of same coding, I will tell you how to print this another pattern. We have to just change one or two lines, then we are able to print this another patterns also. See, you can see the first pattern. Pattern 1 will be 1 and after that 1 space 2. If user enter the n is equal to 3, then output will be 1, 2, 3. Means this will be output if user enter the value 3. Suppose if user enter the value 2, then this will be the output. Means 1, and the next line I will print the 1 and 2. So let's start how to print this first pattern. See, I have declared two variables here, I and j, and also n to store the value which is entered by the user. Next, there is a printf statement so that it will print the message onto the screen, enter number. Uske baad next, through the scanf, I will read the value. So whatever the data or whatever the value entered by the user, it will be stored into the variable n. So before printing the pattern, first try to print the 1 to n numbers onto the screen. Anyone says, suppose I want to print the 1 to n numbers onto the screen, so I will say that j is equal to 1, j less than equal to n because I want to print 1 to n numbers. So I am printing value n also, so j must be less than equal to n. If you say only less than, then it will not print the last value, nth value. So write down j less than equal to n, and after that write down j plus plus, and within this I will say that print the value of j. Printf, through the printf I will say that print the value of j. So percent %d comma j. So it is able to print the value of j. Just write down or give one space here. So it will use the space between two values, 1 space 2. It will write like that. Now here for initial value of j is 1, so it will print the j, that is 1. After that it will increment the value of j, it becomes 2, so it will print the 2 onto the screen. So like that it will go up to the n, whatever the value entered by user. Suppose user enter the 4, then it will go from 1 to 4. So let's I will show you the output of this program. There is one error, that is a statement missing error. I forgot to put the semicolon here. Compile, no errors are there, just execute your program. Enter number, suppose I enter the 4, then printing the 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in this case it printing the 1 to n numbers, but what I want to print on means suppose I want to print this numbers n times. Means suppose a user enter the 4, then 4 times I am going to print this numbers 1 to 4. So for that, see, this for loop is used to print the 1 to n numbers, but n times I am going to print this number. So put this code inside the another for loop. So I will say that for I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, and I plus plus. So what it means, print the 1 to n numbers n times. Put the closing bracket here. Just compile your program and also save your program. Okay, and after that execute your program. Now suppose I enter the 5 value, so it printings the 1 to 5 numbers 5 times. Now you can see it printed the all numbers in the single line. Suppose after printing 1 to 5 numbers, I want to go to the next line, so put the slash in here. So I will say that printf, in the single quote write down the slash n, so that it will go to the next line. See what it means, here it will print the 1 to n numbers, and after that it will go to the next line, and again it will print the same 1 to n numbers. This is I already put at the video how this nested for loop work. You can see that video again. So let's compile this program and execute this program. So suppose I enter the 5, so it's showing that 1 to 5 numbers, and it printed 5 times. Again I will show you. I will just take the 4. So it printed the 1 to 4 number 4 times. Okay, but if you see the first pattern, what they said that on the first line you have to print only 1, on the second line you have to print only 1 and 2, third line 1 2 3. Okay, so it means if you are at the first line you have to print only 1, if you are at the second line you have to print 1 and 2. So like that. So can I say that this inner for loop is used to print 1 to n numbers, and this outer for loop specifies the line number. So initially suppose I is 1. Okay, so it means I am at the first line and I am printing 1 to 5 numbers, and after that I am going to the next line. So after going to the next line, again it will increment the value of 5. So I becomes 2. It means I am at the second line now. So in the second line again I am printing 1 to 5 numbers. So like that it works. But what they said that suppose if you are at the first line, then just print the 1 to first line, then just print the 1. So here instead of n, just write down the I. So what it means, if you are at the first line, then initialize the j is equal to 1 and j less than equal to 1. It means 1 is less than 1. So it will print only 1. And when you increment the j value of j, it becomes 2. That time this condition becomes false. So what it means, I represents the line number. Okay, so if you are at the first line, then go print the number up to the 1 only. If you are at the second line, then print the 1 and 2. Just compile your program and execute your program. Suppose I enter the 4, and you can see this is the pattern. You are able to see this pattern. So this is the code to print the first pattern. Now I will tell you how to print this second pattern. Now you can observe this in the second pattern, the value first line I have to print only 1. In the second line you have to print the 2. It means it represents the line number. First line it means 1, second line 2. So instead of printing instead of printing j, just write down here I, because your I remains constant in the j loop. If you print the j, it means it is printing 1 2 3 like that, and if you print I, it means it remains constant at that particular line. मीन्स फर्स्ट लाइन में ये I कांस्टेंट रहेगा, सेकेंड लाइन में फिर से ये 2 जो है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा I की वैल्यू. इफ यू प्रिंट द j, दैट टाइम इट विल प्रिंट 1 and 2. So I will show you the output. Just compile this program and execute the program. Suppose I enter the 4 and you can see the output 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. It means in the same code I'm just, instead of printing j, just print the I. So you are able to print this second pattern. Now let's see how to print this third pattern. Here they said that instead of printing 1 2 3, I want to print the A B C D like that. So here you can see A, उसके बाद लिखा है मैंने A B, उसके बाद A B C like that. Means you can see this pattern is same like first pattern, but instead of printing 1 1 2 1 2 3, I am just printing A B C like that. Okay, so it means I have to use here J, not the I. I remains constant, but here A उसके बाद A B लिखा है. Okay, so it means I have to print A then A B. So use the J here and write down here plus 64. Why 64? See, the capital A, ASCII value of the capital A is a 65 and your J start from the 64. So 65 minus 1, it's a 64. So J plus 64, it means it calculated as a 65. So I am start printing from the A. And here I want to print the A, it means it is a character. So instead of %D, use the %C here. So let's compile your program and execute your program. Suppose I enter the 4 and you can see this is the output. Now to print the next pattern, see I have wrongly printed this pattern, but I will show you the how to print this pattern. Here I have used A, means same constant value here. So I can put directly here A and just compile your program, execute. Suppose I enter the 5 and you can see this is the output AAA like that. Okay, but actually what I want to say, on the first line, suppose I want to print A, on the second line I want to print the B, on the third line I want to print the C, and at the last, suppose user enter the 4, then 4 lines will be printed. On the next line it will print the D and T. So this will be, suppose I want this output. Now you can see this pattern is same like the second pattern. First line 1 print karo, on the second line print the 2, instead of that here we are printing BB, उसके बाद CC. So instead of using the J, use the I. So %D, और यहाँ पे आपको यूज करना है I, because I remains constant at that particular line. So comma यहाँ पे लिखो plus 64. Just compile your program and execute your program. Suppose I enter the 4. Now you can see it's showing the 65, 66, 66, 67, 67 like that. Okay, because initial value of I is 1 and 1 plus 64 is a 65. So it's showing that 65 because you are written here %D. Use the %C when you want to print the character. Just compile your program and run it. Okay, now you can see this output, this it shows this pattern. Now next one is I want to print the star star. जैसे हमने अभी किया था ना प्रिंटिंग ए, सेम वे यू हैव टू जस्ट पुट द स्टार हियर. सिर्फ आपको यहाँ पे स्टार लिखना है. मीन्स ये स्टार जो है वो कांस्टेंट वही प्रिंट करना है, मुझे कुछ इंक्रीमेंट नहीं करना है. जैसे हमने यहाँ पे किया था 1, then 1 2 1 2 3 like that. यहाँ पे 1 लिया, उसके बाद 2 2 2 3 3. बट यहाँ पे there is a only constant value you have to print. Only thing is on the first line I want to print 1 star, on the second line print the 2 star. So just write down your star and compile your program and run your program. So I suppose I enter the 5, you can see this is the output. If you put this if you give the some space here and check your output, suppose I enter the 4 and this is the output, because I have written space here. Print the star and give the one space, then print the second star. Okay, now next pattern is suppose I want to print 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. Means here you can observe in the first pattern I have written 1, उसके बाद फिर से वो reset होता है और 1 2 print करता है, उसके बाद फिर से reset होके 1 2 3 print करता है. But in this pattern initial value is 1, उसके बाद 2 3, उसके बाद 4 5, मुझे क्या करना है, कंटिन्यू रखना है. सो यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू भी कंटिन्यू रहती है, नहीं रहती, J की वैल्यू भी नहीं कंटिन्यू रहती. I की जो वैल्यू होती है इट इज अ रिमेन कांस्टेंट एट द वन लाइन. इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द फर्स्ट लाइन पे I की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रहती है, सेकंड लाइन पे I की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रहती है, एंड J की वैल्यू जो है वो हर लाइन पे चेंज होती है. So we have to take another variable. I will just take one variable k, and here we are going to start printing from the 1. So use the k is equal to 1. Why I initialize the k is equal to 1? Because I have started printing from the 1. So मैंने k को 1 से initialize किया. उसके बाद मुझे यहाँ पे print क्या करना है, k की value print करनी है. So use the %d here to print the value, because data type of k is a integer. So I have printed the k value. उसके बाद 1 print करने के बाद just increment the value of k by 1, because यहाँ पे 1 से क्या हुआ है 2, उसके बाद 3, so difference is only 1. So increment the value of k by 1. So let's compile this program and execute. Suppose I enter the 4 and you can see this output 1, उसके बाद 2 3, उसके बाद 4 5 6 and 7 8 9 10. You can see this output. Suppose they said that start printing pattern from the 0. So initialize the value of k to the 0. This will be only change. Suppose I enter the 5 and you can see this change. I have written the 5, so it's printing up to the 5. suppose I enter the 3, it printing 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now I have written one another pattern here. You can see that pattern. First line print the A, उसके बाद next B C, उसके बाद D E F G H I. This is the pattern. Now you are going to tell me what will be the change in this same code. Remember, I have said k is equal to 0. So you are going to tell me what will be the change in this same program. So write down your answer in the comment section. You have to make a change only in this single line. So write down your answers in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video.